Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love and more love and more love. And so the letter that I'm going to share today is letter number 23. And it was the 12th, so today's the 13th, isn't it? It's Friday the 13th. So, a good luck day, and I know some people say bad luck, but for us, good luck. And also, just to say about crazy dreaming that's been happening. So for me in particular, I've had dreams of so the energy of my first ever boyfriend or first ever love has been coming through really strongly over the last... it's been, it keeps coming up in cycles, but it's just been coming up. He's just been coming up quite recently. And last night, dreams, him intertwining with my twin. But basically, the message was very much about, remember that, your first love, you love completely vulnerably, and you open your heart fully. And there is, it's after that first love that you start to put the barriers up. And you never love quite the same again. And his message was, and significantly, he, when we split up, he brought me a rose. And he said basically he said no one will ever love you like I do. And he brought me a rose. And the only flower that my twin has ever given me was he picked a rose from his garden. And so the message is really clear. It's about there will be that return to innocence. And of course, that's the fear. The fear is that once you've had your heart broken once, it's to put yourself into that vulnerable place again and to fully love with all of your heart is scary. And so that is why these relationships just... bring everything, all of the childhood fears, all of that up to the surface. Because the song that's coming through this morning was The Return to Innocence. But it was my first love telling me, that feeling of what we had. And, that's what you will return to. That's what the gift is. The gift of the rose is telling you that. So, and you will love with no barriers, right? There will be, what we had, you will have and more. So it was a lovely message, and it is really, again, it's an amazing journey when you realise that all of your soul group, all of you come together to help. And it was just a lovely, really lovely message to get. So lots of dreaming. Okay, so number 23. I'm going to read 23 from the books. So this is the message that wants to come out. And that I need you. I need to hear you tell me that you miss me, you love me, that you long for us to be together. You long for us to be entwined together for eternity, just as I yearn for this. I need to know that you yearn for it too, just as much as every cell in my body aches for you. I need to have you with me. I need to know that we will be together, no matter what. Our love and our union will bring us together against all odds. That love will win. We will be winners in love. Glorious, glorious love. A love that is so strong it takes my breath away, leaves me completely wiped out and exhausts me, but inspires me and catapults me into a new being, a new self. It's love. Okay, so I need to hear you tell me you miss me. And so so that's saying about being vulnerable, being honest, speaking your truth, and not having any expectations. So letter 23 from book 2 is that you are the only one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. That I've made up my mind. I'm not going to let my fears and my crazy head get in the way of our happiness. That I need to man up. I know I'm not a little boy anymore. I can't keep putting my life on hold and hoping for a miracle to happen, because I already found my miracle, and it's you. It always has been. I've always wanted to be with you from the first time we met, but I was scared. I wasn't in a good place. I was miserable, and I didn't want me to bring your life down, but now I see more clearly. I see that together we make each other. Together we bring the light to each other's shadow. Together we are love. Pure, true love. Okay. So, and then finally, 23 from book 3. I want you to be totally honest and open with me and tell me exactly how you feel. Don't hold back. Just open your heart and let me know. Don't worry about what I say. I need to hear your confidence in your love for me and your determination. That is what will give me the strength to do what I have to do. So much of my life I've lived in fear, but I really need reassurance to step out of my fears, to have confidence to be able to love you, to not fear our connection. So please be strong, stay strong in our love, and show me the way. Okay, so that's saying don't let, say whatever you need to say, because the more confident you are, the more it gives them strength and courage as well. And I can totally understand why this letter has had to come out today, because that first love that I had, he actually finished with me about 3 months after we started being together. And he said that he was falling in love with me. And so he had to, for self-preservation, he had to end it because he thought I was going to break his heart. And so then, of course, I was like, don't be crazy. Why would you end it when we've only just started? Anyway, after a few weeks, we got back together, of course. And then we were together for years. And sadly, I did break his heart, but that's what had to happen. I realised that was our path. Obviously now, looking back, and so that's what is amazing, because exactly like that letter says, is fear will stop. Just like fear stopped him from. He was. I mean, at the time we were only young, like 16. And I can understand it. I was like, what are you on about? You're not going to do this because you're worried of what might happen. And, I was kind of like, let's just go for it and see what happens, And of course he did. After a couple of weeks, he changed his mind. But that's why his message, he's been coming through very strongly to say, just keep going, Nix, because you will get what we had. And, much, much more. All over again. So it is the return to innocence. It is being vulnerable. It is putting your love on your sleeve and wearing it like a big old badge. So there you go. That's the message for today. I'm sure others are having dreams and lots of things happening. And so let's just buckle up, because there is, there's always something else coming around the corner. So I hope this message helps. All right, take care. Have a great... Oh, if you want to get the books, if you want a letter, only $10. Healings, readings, all details are in the link. All right, take care. Bye.